vVvShaft. With me today is Maze. We are doing some promotional videos for YouTube, just trying to get the word out there about what we're doing here at Clan Eat Casting, some of the King of the Hills, the different shows we run, Circling Roundup, Metagame Magic. So guys, if you're a old-time fan and this is nothing new for you, please feel free to share this with a friend, bring someone into the community. And if this is your first time here, then just stick around, take a look at some of the different things we offer, and enjoy your stay. But in the meantime, this is me and Maze. Maze, how are you, man?
I'm great, Shaft, and I like your little introduction there, guys. Shaft is running a number of shows, so make sure you check them out because they're all really good quality.
Thanks, dude. Well, anyway, this is game 2 between what looks to be one amazing player versus someone who's really, really good, but
He's got to be good if he's,
yeah, playing
standing up against HyuN.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got TSLHyuN versus Alastor. Last game, Alastor got the floor wiped with him. It was nothing too, landslide. It was just small incremental death, like really slow acting poison.
Yeah. I mean, the stages in the game where you would see Alastor expect a counterattack and make a bunch of units, but HyuN just made 15 drones instead. So right off the bat, you got somebody who's behind in his EVZ. It's hard because the whole game progresses with things like that, and when you make mistakes like that in ZVZ, or maybe not even mistakes, just kind of like a misjudgment, you can have a player like HyuN make you look really, really silly, and not because you're really terrible and they're really good, but just because of like an unfortunate series of events in a ZVZ can make you look kind of terrible when when you're up against somebody like that.
And ZVZ is a gamble anyway. So what we're looking at here is HyuN just leagues ahead of his opponent? Or is this all down to a roll of the die? And are we going to see a completely different game out of these two players? But without further rambling on about it, I know you guys are excited. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing started here in 3, 2, 1, go. So here we go. We've got on the left-hand side of the map, on the bottom left-hand corner, it is the red Zergy, TSL's HyuN. And on the top right-hand side of the map, in the blue Zerg trunks, we have the underdog, the... Okay, I ran completely out of nouns for this.
But you know what? I'm going to say the unsuspecting one, because HyuN had dropped an 8 pool, and Alastor is going for a 13 gas, probably 13 pool. But there's going to be a lot of early pressure here from HyuN.
Okay, this 8 pool is going to involve an extractor trick. So we've got some very early action here for both players. This is a very wide map, so I'm not sure whether I like this 8 pool or not, but HyuN has shown himself to be a very strong player. And Alastor, he's got a very defensive build. It's good he didn't go for a fast hatch here. But
yeah, his pool will be done in time. He should be okay.
Yeah.
Should be okay. I'm going to put it that way. You never know.
There's no telling, but right now he does have a 4-drone lead. So that's the benchmark we're going into this game with. He is 4 drones ahead of his opponent. If he stays that way, then, he's not lost anything.
No, I mean, yeah, man, that's what we're talking about. Oh, a spine crawler coming down in Alastor's base. Doesn't see it.
Yeah, it is completely out of vision. And he's...
Oh, man.
Okay, yeah, Queen's now...
And he's droning now. Yep, now he's spotted it.
Okay, so, yeah. Now, okay, so we've got exactly 4 drones being pulled off. That's exactly the number you need to stop a spine crawler's health from going up.
It's going to finish.
Yeah, it will finish at 3/4 HP. Really nice pull here for Alastor. Alastor dealing with this exactly the way you're supposed to. So, yeah, HyuN has lost quite a bit of economy trying to do this attack. The question now is going to be, was this attack worth it? He has killed 4 workers. I
would say it was totally worth it. He's ahead by a worker. Not to mention all the time that he was mining and Alastor was not mining.
This is true. However, his opponent has gas and he does not.
I would just expect them to go ahead and drop that expansion soon.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. But yeah, there's basically been a six? I'd say a 6 drone difference here, because we went into this with Alastor being 4 drones ahead, and HyuN is now, well, he was 2 drones ahead. Yeah, he's 2 drones ahead now. So 6 drone difference made with all of this.
And the spine crawler's up in HyuN's main, so this little 4-lane counterattack isn't going to do anything. I don't agree with the spine crawler. If you have 2 queens, you don't need a spine crawler. You could block the ramp like that. It's fine. And he's Overlord turn position, so if he sees a constant stream of Zerglings coming down, he could just make Zerglings of his own, but other than that, that spine crawler was unnecessary in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. But it should allow one of these guys to go back and inject. Yeah, see there, he's just trying to pull the queen, buy some time. Everything HyuN does seems so precisely calculated to his very next move. I don't think he does anything by accident.
Alastor's gone ahead and dropped his natural. He's taken the drone lead again, only by 1, but he's got it.
Yeah, both players also working on a Baneling nest, similar timing.
HyuN's speed is just about 40% done, and I believe Alastor's is done. Yep, it's just been done. And HyuN's going to be able to drop this expansion now.
So, I don't know. I feel like Alastor is probably ahead. He's 2 drones ahead, and his expansion is halfway done when HyuN's begins. So,
yep. The Baneling nest timing for both players is nearly identical. And the stream of Zerglings is now making their way across the map for HyuN. So, now we come into Micro Wars.
This is going to be close. The game could end right here, guys. Banelings against Pure Ling is the situation we've got right now. There's only 2 Banelings being morphed in for Alastor. Alastor, however, managing to push the quantity of HyuN's Lings back by sheerly a single Ling. There was 1 Ling difference there. So this is coming down to the most extreme of Micro Wars. Alastor showing himself a skilled player, being able to cut single drone difference here against HyuN. So he can't be bad to hold toe-to-toe this long.
No, yeah, I don't really think that he's a bad player. I think it's just that when it comes to ZVZ, if you let yourself get behind just a pinch against somebody like HyuN, they're going to really make you pay for it.
Yeah. Alright, so Baneling hits going off on other Banelings, that's ideal. You basically just want to weaken them and then hit them again with another Baneling. So, basically the Banelings are the only thing holding these Lings back, so HyuN basically keeping the Banelings alive, and the Lings are forced out.
Yep, and Alastor is droning behind that.
Yep, so again, with completely defensive play. He's just ready for everything and dealing with anything. His opponent going Mutalisks, and he himself halfway done with his infestation pit already.
Overseer Scout coming in just right time, dropping the Changeling, which is going to see the Spire here in a moment. But I mean, it's twice Alastor's tried that Ling Baneling play, and HyuN just wasn't having it. It's not interested.
And if you as a player can do that, then more power to you.
Yep.
I mean, that's real confidence in your micro at that point. If you
his control of the Banelings was really, really impressive.
So again, we're back to this lull where both players are just getting ready and getting in a econ.
Ooh, what's unfortunate for Alastor is that his 4th gas on his natural only has 2 harvesters, and it may not seem like that big of a deal, but it actually is a big deal.
Yeah, it's actually 40 per drone.
Yeah, so that's gonna really, really hurt the amount of units that he can get on the field over the course of the next few minutes.
Wait, where's
so
this?
that's unfortunate. He just corrected it. He just noticed it and corrected it. But I mean that was mining for a while with just 2.
I see. Okay. I was looking for it after you said something.
The third was denied by HyuN. Alastor's got wait till he gets those meters on the field, and then he gets map control before he can take his third. But, scouted it, bringing in all the overlords. So that's what Alastor wants now. There is now no overlords out on the map for HyuN. He's got no map control except for the Zerglings that are running around. He's got no vision. And Alastor should be free to send his overlords all over the place.
Yeah. However, this third is going to be sniped by HyuN's just small force of lings. This goes back to what we were talking about last game. HyuN stays in a completely defensive posture, then just uses a small task force of lings to wreak hell on his opponent. However, his own third being denied now by Alastor's Mutalisks, this map control that Blue can exert on this particular situation, should keep him in a very pressing lead.
Yeah, there's a lot of infestors now on the field for HyuN, so Alastor's got to be careful with these mutas. I like the spread, just preventing drones and coming out, preventing Zerglings from coming out.
Yeah, he's keeping his individual Mutalisks already spread out, so that should infestors come to do any kind of fungal growth, it's not going to be cost effective.
Yeah.
And he can swarm in from multiple angles and just kill the infestors off.
That's something I really liked about an ST style. He would keep his mutas really spread apart, and when his opponent went kind of roach infestor or what have you, he would just send in like 1 or 2 mutas at a time to individual infestors. Like really impressive display of micro, but an ST would basically make the infestors kind of useless against the mutas, like forcing a lot of infested Terrans, but then he would just run away. It was really impressive.
Yeah, I really like this wing attack here from Alastor. It's gonna looks like it might have killed a queen, but the really nice transfuses and some key fungal growths managed to keep the queens alive for quite some time, but Alastor's Mutalisks do finally clean up those queens. However, there are still queens out on the field for both players, so it's really not going to do anything to the production of HyuN.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Alastor here. He's just now allowing HyuN to get that third going, but Alastor's head is up, I think, for a couple minutes, and it has not been mined, so...
Yeah, it hasn't mined a single mineral. So.
But you know what? He's doing a good job of keeping the pressure on HyuN and keeping the map control and kind of keeping the game at his pace.
Yeah.
So I like that. It's a strong showing.
But he's still playing HyuN's game, because HyuN wants to be defensive. If Alastor was just sitting back being defensive, he could literally make as many drones as he wanted, because his opponent hasn't been exerting any dominance in this game.
No, but HyuN's got really no scouting information.
No, HyuN has no idea what's going on right now. So I really think Alastor has a chance in this game. He's getting the roach upgrades. He's going for his own infestation pit. He's doing everything right. Whereas HyuN basically is going to have to hit some kind of timing attack if he wants to stay in this game. If this game goes another 10 minutes, even another 5 minutes in fact, it will be Alastor's. Alastor just has to stay alive another 5 minutes and it will be his game.
Yep.
No upgrades are on the field for HyuN either.
The saturation at the third is now just getting completed for Alastor. The same for HyuN, but now HyuN's moving out with a huge force across the map.
Yeah.
So he's really going to force Alastor to play his card here.
Alastor's going to have to hold this, and he's going to hold it with nothing but Muto, Roach, and a couple of infestors, which may not end up being possible. Some really nice beach balls being thrown to tank some damage from HyuN. Realizing that he's not going to be able to handle that, Alastor just pulls back, and that allows the Infested Terran to complete, which is going to add so much DPS to this Roach Tiger force that it is completely unbelievable. That is so many fucking Infested Terran, I can't even count that high. Oh my god, Alastor...
You know what makes the Zerg army better, Jeff?
What?
Marines.
Yeah. I agree. And Alastor probably would at this point as well. So we've got nothing but Roach Hydra. This Roach Hydra force really didn't even take that much damage. It was the Infested Terran.
Yeah, they're so good.
Oh my god.
Marines OP in the ZVZ? Can I say it?
Yes, yes you can. Yes. Marines are OP in every matchup. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, Marines are OP in PvP. Enough said.
Okay, so what we had here was Alastor seemingly holding his own and making himself look like he can compete. But that's only because HyuN let him appear that way. And then when HyuN decided to take the game, he just took it. Just took it at will. So,
Yeah.
sorry,
This was
Alastor, but you
actually
know those
akin
fans.
to watching a rapist and a girl with a lollipop. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna end on
No,
that note.
no, you're not. No, you're not. Because I want to know what the lollipop is about. What is the
Well,
lollipop?
at first she hits him in the head, and it looks like she's gonna stay alive. But then she doesn't.
HyuN's APM was 100 more than Alastor's all game long.
Wow.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's unfortunate. In any case, HyuN showing some very impressive Zerg versus Zerg. There's a lot of little techniques he did, like that beach ball throwing, that I definitely want to begin to emulate. And it's something I'm going to take away from this. So definitely appreciate him sharing that with us. And I'm going to be looking at him a lot more closely here in the upcoming weeks. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been Maze and Shaft, bringing to you an amazing cast. Have a good one, guys.
Take care.